Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome you to this session where we're looking at these practical questions. So far we have 100 question 1, practice 1, practice 2, we have 100 practice 3, we have 100 practice 4. So today we are handling practice 5, and this way we are going to deal with employee data. The question says, the information below is driven from Mufti Limited from some few selected staff. The staff includes Jackie, Ken, Paul, Yunus, Xavier, Ronald, Sonny, Christine, Pepper, and Innocent. They earn the following amount as base salary, respectively: 660, 760, 870, 880, 600, 610, then 630, 640, 650, and 555. Enter the information using Microsoft Excel. So this is what we're gonna do first. We're gonna come here, we'll open our practice. We first open the file in Microsoft Excel. We rename it practice 5. Practice 5. We can name it employee data. So after we're gonna open the Excel sheet. So this is the sheet or worksheet. You can call it a worksheet. So they have told us to enter the above information using Microsoft Excel. So this is gonna be a bit easy. You are going to enter the Jackie. You're going to start from the staff, that is Jackie. And from there we enter Leonard, Eunice, and others. So we start from the staff called Jackie. So we're going to come here, we type immediately Jackie. Let's just start with the column heading staff name. Then after that we add the basic salary, another column, basic salary. Then from there you come and type the name of the staff, that is Jackie. Then from there we add another column, that is for Kent. Then from there you add another one for Pauline. You add another stuff, that is for Eunice. Then from there you add another one for Xavier. From there you add another one for Leonard. After that you add another one for Sonny. From there you add another one for Christine. These are all staffs. From there you add another staff that is called Pepper. Then from there we end with Innocent. So that is the staff names. You can click here to expand the column. Then from there we look at the base salary, which must be earned by everyone. So that means this 660 is gonna be for Jackie, 760 for Kent, 870 for Pauline, 580 that is for Eunice, 600 that is for Xavier, 610 that is for Ronald, and so many others. So let's enter them also first here. You're gonna come here, we enter that amount, that is 660, that's for Jackie. Then here we enter 760, that is for Kent. Then here we enter 870. Then from there we enter 580, that is for Eunice. From there we enter 600. that is for Xavier. Then we have that is 610, that is for Leonard. Then for Sony it is 630. From there we enter that is 640 for Christine. From there we enter 650, that is for Philippa. Then Innocent, that is 550. So their base salary has been entered. As you can see here, we have entered all their base salary up to 555. Then from their lunch allowances for all employees, 22% of their base pay. So we're gonna put here lunch allowances. So we're gonna come here and put another column that is for lunch allowance. So we can come here, double click to expand the column. Then from there we can also expand this one to be clear. Yeah. Then from there we come and type equal sign 22% of their basics, what? Of their base salary. That is B2. And press enter. So this is the lunch allowance for everybody. So we're gonna autofill from there. So this is the total lunch allowance for everybody, for every employee or every staff. Then from there we can come back and look at it. It's another task. Housing allowances are 62% of the lunch allowances. So we're gonna come here, we type here the housing allowance. So with the housing allowance, they have told us it is 62%. So equal sign first, then 62%. That is James Dot of the lunch allowances. So we're gonna come in here and say C2. So we autofill that. So this is the housing allowance for every what? Employee. Then from there there is another task here, that is all employees are paid transport allowance of 59,000. So we're gonna come here, we type transport allowance. That is 59. All employees are getting the same transport allowance. So we just autofill, we get the total allowance for transport. Then from there we come here, there is what we call or compute the employees gross pay. Compute the employees gross pay. So we're gonna create another column here and name it gross pay. So we come here. How do we compute the gross pay? That means we're going to add the base salary plus all the allowances. So that means we're gonna say equal sign, that is sum. We compute, we add, that is from B2 up to E2. Then we add. So this is the summation of the gross pay for all employees. If you add the gross, their base salary plus all the allowances they get. Then in this column they are asking us to pay. The pay that is pay as you earn is 2.5% of base salary. So pay as you earn, that's the tax. So we're gonna say pay is here, and they are saying we are paying 2.5 of 5% of there. Let me see here, 2% of the basic salary. So we're gonna say B2, then enter. So this is the pay for our employees. This is the tax which is deducted from their amount, from their base salary. Then from there we come here, we look at another task here which says the National Security Social Security Fund is calculated at 18% of the gross pay. So that is NSSF. NSSF. It is 18%. So we're gonna say equal sign 18% of the gross pay. That is F2. Then enter. So this is the percentage which is got from the gross pay and NSSF, that is National Social Security Fund. Then from there we come and say compute the employee net pay. Compute the employee net pay. So net pay, that means we come here, we type net pay, and with the net pay, that means they want you to compute or to have the gross pay minus the tax. So we're gonna say equal sign, that is the gross pay, that is F2, that is minus the tax, that is the payee, and that's D2. So here we get a net pay which must be earned by all employees. So once that is done, they have asked us to plot a line graph of the net pay against the salary in worksheet 2. So we're gonna come here, we plot a line graph of net pay against the salary in worksheet 2. So we're gonna come here, we get the staff name, we get the basic salary. Wait, they are asking the gross or the basic. It's basic. That is net pay against base salary. So we're gonna come here, we highlight the staff name, we highlight the base salary plus the net pay here. Then we come to insert. They want us to insert a line graph. So this line graph, you can only insert the first one here, and it is done. But they want it on worksheet 2, so we can cut this and come to sheet 2 and paste it there. You can name it to line graph. Line graph, because it's started in sheet 2. So when you go back sheet 1, let's first look at the last question, which says save your worksheet. So we can save our name that we want. We named it like that. So we can try to modify our work bit. First of all, we can give it a title. We can right click here, insert entire row here, and we say the staff, the employees data, the employee data at Muft Limited. Maybe that was the group name. So after that, we can try to format this heading a bit. We can first come and make it margin center. We can bold it. We can increase its size. We can change its font face. You can change it to Arial. You can give it a different color. You can change its background. You can put any of our choice. Just leave it like that. Then you can also come and highlight this data to make it organized. You can just put it to Halma, for example. We can expand it maybe to around 12. You can add the borders, that data. can see, we can continue expanding the columns headings, as you can see. So this is this is how you can compete for all who want to be accountants. This is how at least you should learn how to calculate this. Then after that, we can still highlight these column headings, can at least bold them so that they're a bit more unique, or they're different from the rest, as you can see here. So this is what we are expecting from you guys, and at least our work is organized. Our line graph is here. We can give it a title. Come and edit here. I say chart showing gross, it is the best salary. Against net pay. Simple as that. So it has our title already. So don't forget to save your work. You can click or press Ctrl S here.